Hell yeah. Then the natural born killer.
Yeah, I hang around the hustlers and block dealers. I'm coolin' with the murder.
All right, we here. Hip hop is real. The man Avocado is in the building, man. Well, I'm in the building because I pulled up on Avocado. We up here. We on the roof. We on the roof right now.
Yes, sir. How's it going, man?
Man, it's going good, man. How you doing, man, during this whole quarantine time? And
I'm doing amazing. This has been a very wonderful period of growth for me, to be honest. Personal growth. I've done a lot of introspective thinking during this time. Altered my workout routine. I'm working harder than ever on battle rap. I get up every day and work pretty much until I go to sleep on battle rap. I read a lot now too. I've just been cooking through books. It's actually kind of the opposite of what people usually think they would do in quarantine. I just binge watch TV and get fat. But me, I've been really just working out my body and my mind extra hard, and it's been pretty amazing, to be honest.
Yeah, man. This whole quarantine thing got everybody, I guess everybody's kind of finding themselves a little bit, because we all stuck in the crib.
That's what I would hope people would do, because it's this time is the time that you really have to sit within yourself and sit with yourself, and there's not the outside distractions of jobs, of anything like a hobby that you can do with other people. You can't really socialize with very many people right now, can't travel. And you really just have to sit with yourself, and oftentimes it's going to come up the things you do and don't like about yourself. And I think it's really important for people to really look at that, take that seriously, because we're never going to be gifted with something like this ever again in our life.
Right.
This is it. Who knows? Maybe this is how things will just be forever. Who really knows? But I think if you adapt to it and really take the perspective to grow from this situation, it would just be the healthy way of going through this quarantine.
Yeah. How do you feel maybe the quarantine, the whole COVID and everything, how do you feel it's affecting battle rapping?
It's affecting everything. It's affecting sports, it's affecting fighting, film. Every form of entertainment is greatly affected by this, and battle rap is no different. Battle rap is a great form of entertainment, especially since it thrives off essentially events. We thrive and make a lot of money off these events, and especially big events. URL is a powerhouse when it comes to that.
Yeah, I know by now I'd have been in 3 or 4 events if it was.
Yeah, for real.
Right
before this quarantine, I was literally in a different city every single weekend filming a different event. And it feels weird. It's been how many months? 3 or 4 months, and I haven't been on a plane, and it feels weird. I haven't even been in a car. It's crazy. But yeah, it's affecting battle rap in a pretty big way. I think the biggest thing is there's no events. We can't have events at all. So Summer Madness, Gnome, Blackout, all those things were planned and they got canceled. And then people, I think the positive aspect about this is that it's teaching people to be creative and pushing boundaries in ways that we weren't really comfortable doing in the first place. And to me, that makes growth. Yeah. So, for example, it's Ultimate Madness is taking place. And then RBE is doing their own quarantine sort of cam to cam battles, which a lot of people are huge fans of. I think they released 15 battles in 15 days, which in this day and age is really wild and unheard of. No league has done that. And then URL, as you guys know, started the quarantine sterilized event series, which is here on this very roof. And yeah, I think it's not ideal by any means. Do I miss the big room events?
Yeah.
Of course I do. I miss filming real battles and seeing fans and being around people. This is not an ideal situation, but that doesn't mean shit, really. It's life is not about ideal situations. Life is about adapting to the uncomfortability and the unknown and growing from that. So I think we've done that in a great way, and I really like the direction that battle rap is going in currently. I've always been a fan of smaller crowds, and I think it kind of caters towards better rapping and the things that I like about hip-hop, rather than just cheap punchlines and stuff that a crowd of 2,000 people are immediately grasp. You can kind of do content that's going to age like fine wine on camera, and then that's classic content right there. That's content we'll watch over and over and over again, rather than something that's in the moment feels good, like a candy bar feels good in the moment, but afterwards you feel like shit. So I think it's just like, you know, cultivating the content to be more long-standing, essentially.
Yeah, and then also, other than just like battles, with it affecting battles and stuff, it affected Champion of the Year.
Yeah, it
also
affected Champion of the Year. The funny thing about that is, so I was supposed to go out and film Champion of the Year pretty much the first week this kind of all happened. So I flew down to Orlando to film the URL app event, and when I got there, they canceled it. They basically were uncomfortable. Like, they could have done it.
Right.
I talked to,
a couple of battles were still there.
Yeah, they were all there.
Yeah.
Like, my whole film team was there. The morning of, they hit me up and they're like, hey, like, we hear that somebody might possibly feel a little sick, like somebody, and they're like, we don't want to risk it, so we're just going to call it off. Maybe tomorrow we'll feel different about the second day. And then we stayed until the second day, and the same thing happened, so we just jetted out of there. And then that's when shit started really hitting the fan. You know, I started taking it a little bit more serious, and I hit Jay, and I was just like, hey man, like, is Champion of the Year still on? And he was like, what do you think? You know, he's like, I still have the room booked at the hotel, the big conference room.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I don't really feel comfortable doing that, to be honest with you. I think it would just be a liability for us all, because it's like, you know, it's not like I'm concerned with myself getting sick of it, but it's just like, you know, spreading to other people is vastly irresponsible, you know, and especially if you're going to see your loved ones, you know, it's like, it's just not a good thing to do. So we called it off, and then the quarantine was only supposed to last for like a month, and then as we got into it, we kind of slowly learned about the severity of the problem and how serious this was going to be and how long-term it's going to be, and I still think we're not really fully grasping how long it's going to last. This could just be the new way of life for like a while, until things kind of like the curve is flattened, so to speak. Yeah. So, yeah, I was happy that Jay did Champion of the Year. I mean, I knew Geechee was gonna win.
Yeah.
Fucking kidding. But the thing that kind of irked me about it, not irked me, but I was like disappointed in, is that I was planning to go out to Philly, film Champion of the Year, have Geechee come out, that me and Geechee were gonna go get on My Expert Opinion in New York. We were gonna jet up there and actually get in the barber shop.
Yeah.
And I was looking forward to that because I'm such a fan of My Expert Opinion. I love Math's show.
Yeah, shout out Math. That's a great show.
And I called Math. I'm like, yo, so like me and whoever wins the Champion of the Year, whoever that might be, like, we'll come up to the show after we win the next day. And I was like, bummed that didn't happen, but I mean, small price to pay. And yeah, man, it's I was glad that Jay finally did it.
Yeah, we still got it out the way.
Yeah,
Champion of the Year. People was waiting for a while. You know what I mean?
I think he was just waiting to do it correctly, and I really respect that about him. He's a fan of quality, and he likes productions to be presented in a good way. His show, even though he does it himself, he does it in a very, very classy way, and it looks great. Even the face-offs he does at his own studio look really good too. So I think he's like, how can I do this the right way? And then I think he was just like, I just need to do it. And it still worked really good. We went live on his channel, me and Geechee, and like he counted the money, and he, like, it's funny, $10,000 in hundreds doesn't really look like that much. I guess I like never have held 10,000 in hundreds before, or 10,000 in general. But I was like, it's like that. I was expected like stacks, you know? And so we got him cupcakes, he counted the money, he brought up some champagne, him and Ben drank champagne. So it was cool. I was really happy for Geechee, you know? He's won Champion of the Year 2 times in a row. Like, that is absolutely incredible. He's really a really unique person. He's a unique guy, he's an amazing human being, and a monstrous talent. And I think just like seeing him grow so much over the years that I've known him is like, it fills me with like a lot of pride being able to see that and witness that, you know, especially being from the West Coast, but also being a friend of his. And, you know, not only that, but his music is absolutely amazing. And I think he has a good career in music if he chooses to take that route as well. I think he can do both if he really tries it. I really think Geechee could do pretty much anything he wants.
Man, he got 1 million views on the battles, 1 million views on the music.
Yeah.
1 million views on some shit that's just some hood shit. So
for real.
Like,
for real.
Yeah, Geechee's one of them dudes that just like, he kind of like transcends.
Hustlers and block dealers. Coolin' with the murderers and cop killers. Fuck boy, you ain't even from the block, nigga. False claiming you get shot, nigga. Don't get popped, nigga. Drop, nigga. Won't stop, nigga. Lose your top, nigga.